class. Just going to pedal lightly and get warmed up as we get going here. Today we're doing the Fruita Desert 18 road cross-country workout. These cross-country workouts don't have a lot of recovery, but we don't spend a ton of time over threshold, deep in the pain zone, if you will. We'll start off today with a short warm-up session. Have a small recovery, and then go into our work. We will be doing 2 series that are identical, followed up with a few kind of finishing sprint intervals at the end. With today's trail ride, we will be starting at the lower parking lot of the 18 road trail system in Fruita, Colorado, which is just outside of Grand Junction, Colorado. Fruita is somewhat near Moab, but it's known for having really smooth and friendly trails. A lot of families like to visit the Fruita area, and there's quite a few different trail networks kind of surrounding the city in all directions. Again, today's workout is going to be cross-country based, so we'll be spending quite a bit of time at threshold where we're just kind of sitting and spinning. So we're going to do a 5-minute set followed with 30 seconds of standing power work, and that's going to go straight into a 6 minutes. Again, at threshold. Threshold is kind of your all-day workload where you don't feel like you have to quit, but you're working really super hard. So we're going to go to the 6 minutes, and then we'll do a 1-minute standing, and then we're going to go 7 minutes followed by 2 minutes of standing. Now these standing intervals, the pedal cadence will be a little bit slower, so you're not going to get totally blown out. It's not like a sprint. We're just going to kind of stand up and work our way through the standing sets. We'll get 2 minutes recovery in the middle, which is enough, but not too much, and then we'll do the exact same series over again. We'll get another 2-minute recovery, and then we'll go into our finishing standing sprints before a small cool down. You can see there on the screen in the upper right hand corner is the heads-up display, the graphics that we'll be following along with. Starting from the top, we'll have the level. So this level 1 through 10, that's not the gear on your bike, that's your perceived level. So for those of you with manually adjusting trainers or bikes, you'll just add or remove resistance. Again, a level 5 is your threshold, that's your all-day workload. Anything below a level 5, you're still working, but it's at a level that you're recovering of sorts. You know, a level 1 basically being all but coasting. As you go up to the 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, we're going to go above threshold. So these are going to be intervals that you can't hold on to for very long. They're going to make you get so tired that you feel like you have to quit sooner or later. 6s and 7s from the seated position. 8, we stand up to a smooth standing pedal. 9, we start to get a little bit frantic, and a level 10 is an all-out sprint, everything you can give. Level 10s, literally you can only do for around 10 seconds, give or take. Next up on the heads-up display is the cadence. So pedal speed is really important. A lot of people pedal too slowly, and so we have a goal pedal speed, which will be matched with the music in the video. So the custom music soundtrack, you'll always be able to pedal to the beat, and you'll be on cadence. So if you don't have a cadence sensor or a pedal speed sensor on your setup, you'll be able to pedal to the beat and you'll be on tempo. This is especially good for when you get tired, you tend to slow down, And so pedaling to the beat, I call it racing the beat, will help you kind of drive deeper into the red zone and make sure that you're honest with the interval all the way to the end. You'll see our total time for each interval, what body position we will be in, such as recovery, sitting, standing, sprinting. Our total time progress bar will turn green. It'll have the graph of the actual workout and it will turn green. So that'll kind of let you know how far along we are in the workout, as well as what interval will be coming up, as far forward as you'd like to look. At the bottom, you have the details of everything that's coming up next. I'm a big believer in being emotionally prepared so that you can put out all of your power and reserve power if need be. So you'll see that, coming up next is level 5 for 50 seconds, sitting position. That's just an example. That's not actually what we're doing. So you've got all the details, including the pedal speed with a cadence description. So again, if you don't have a cadence meter on your bike, you'll be able to see that it says slow, fast, or steady. So you can kind of pedal to that speed as well as paying attention to the music. Once again, if you're just joining us, come on in, get your bike set up, get comfortable. Today we are doing the Fruita Desert cross-country workout. We'll start off with a short warm-up series followed by a little recovery. You won't be tired yet, but we're just going to make sure that your body's fully warmed up. And then we'll go into 2 identical series. These are cross-country in nature, which is we're not going to do a whole lot of power work. We're going to be kind of going right at threshold for long periods. So we're going to go with 5 minutes at threshold with 30 seconds of standing, 6 minutes at a level 5 threshold with 1 minute of standing, 7 minutes at threshold with 2 minutes standing, followed by a recovery. Come on in, welcome. My name is Eric. I'll be your virtual instructor today. Get your bike set up, get comfortable, make sure you grab a towel. Hopefully you'll need a towel if you're doing it right. Cycling does tend to get you warmed up and help you break a sweat. I'm just pedaling lightly here. I'm not really working right now. Just keeping my body going. It's getting the blood flowing. Making sure that I like my seat height, how my bike feels overall. Make sure I feel comfortable and ready to put out power. All right, we're getting close. Big deep breath. Cross-country workout today. These cross-country workouts, they're a little bit painful. I think that we put out more wattage in the course of an hour, and I tend to sweat more during the course of an hour on the cross-country workouts than any other workout style we've got. Of course, we do have power workouts with short, intense intervals and really short recoveries, really long recoveries. We've got trail workouts, which are mid-length intervals with recoveries, and our authentic workouts where it's as random as the trail itself. But today's workout is cross-country oriented. This is great for all types of riding. Road riders, mountain bike riders, whatever you want, cross-country workout is going to do it. We are getting close. You guys ready? Whew. I gotta pump myself up here. We're gonna start off kind of slow. Our warm-up is not hard. We're gonna pedal quickly. We're gonna have some double time pedals where we're just pedaling easily but fast. I'll guide you through it. Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warning, we're here just have fun, don't hurt yourself. This video is licensed for commercial use. You can use this in your spin studios and group cycling classes. Today we're doing the Fruita 18 road cross country workout. We're gonna have a short warm-up period followed by some long threshold sets. We're gonna do the 2 of the exact same sets over and over again. Our video today is presented by Toei, the Adventure Tow Bungee. This thing is great for helping parents pull younger kids to the top of epic mountain bike rides, or really we have people use it with dogs, with other adults. The Toei is an amazing piece. We're going to start from the lower Fruita 18 road parking lot and head out on the trails. Fruita, Colorado is not all that far away from Moab, and it's known for having really amazing, smooth, family-friendly trails. Our heads-up display today will show you what level we're at, how long we're going to be there. So we're at level 3 of 10. What position we're going to be in. Right now we're sitting and warming up. Our total cadence, which is our pedal speed, slow, steady, or fast. Total time bar will show you how far we've come, how much is left, and of course all the details on what is coming up next. Our level 1 through 10 is not the gear on your bike, so this is perceived level of exertion. A level 5 is your threshold. This is your all-day workload. Anything below a level 5, you're recovering. Anything above, you're working so hard that you can't maintain. You'll have to quit at some point or another. Level 8 and above is standing. So level 8 is a smooth, paced standing effort. 9 starts to get frantic, and 10 is an all-out sprint. We're getting ready to go double time here, so we're going to shift down to an easier gear and just pedal fast. So this is just to kick your endorphins in, get your body kind of energized. This might help you kick out some adrenaline. You know, these are all kind of the body's natural painkillers. All of the music in these videos is custom made, so you can pedal to the beat of the song and you'll be on tempo. So if you have a bike that doesn't have a readout of how fast you're pedaling, your pedal speed cadence, you can use the fast, steady, or slow indicators, and then just pedal to the beat. Our rider is Eric Landis, that happens to be me, and we're heading up the Vegetarian Trail. We're getting close to the end of the double time. Try to take it all the way to 0. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, so now we're adding resistance and just pedaling slowly. So now this is a little bit more of a grind feeling. Now I'm warming up kind of my deeper muscles. I'm a big believer in warm-up. I oftentimes make mistakes and go out too fast. So right now I'm trying not to listen to my body. A lot of times when I'm first starting out, I feel like my muscles burn really quickly and easily. And I try not to listen to that. I allow my body to warm up slowly. I don't expect a lot out of it early on. If you think that you want to just put out power as soon as you get on your spin bike and crush it, I think you'll be sadly mistaken at how you end up feeling later in the workout. It's always a building process. Be patient with yourself. Start off slow and make sure you've got power to finish strong, because that's where it really matters. We're just cruising along up through this beautiful kind of flat valley. We're going uphill at a slight grade. We're heading towards the Book Cliff Mountains in the distance. Now I see that we've got a double time coming up, so I'm going to shift down to an easier gear right now and get ready to go double time. All right, here we go. Just picking my pedal speed up. These 120s are kind of challenging. Now I notice that I pull my feet back on my pedals and I get on my toes when I do these fast pedals. And as I pedal harder, I'll push my feet forward and get more kind of in the middle, the mid-foot position on my pedals. I know a lot of you have clip shoes on, and that's fine. I tend to ride quite a bit on flat pedals and flat shoes. It allows me to move around, stay comfortable, and as a mountain biker, it allows me to stay safe. If I fall down, I'm not connected to the bike. All right, here we go. We're coming to the end. 3, 2, 1, and back down. All right, so this time I'm leaving the resistance at the level 2, so very little resistance, slowing my pedal. This is really what's considered a recovery right now. And I know a lot of you are thinking, well, I'm not really tired. I don't feel like I need to recover. And that's not what this is about. This is about that patient, slow warm-up. So I don't really feel tired, although I am, I'm breathing heavy right now and I'm starting to feel physically warm. But I want to feel recovered. I want my heart rate to be nice and low heading into our work series. So we're going to start off with a neutral level 5 for 5 minutes at a fast 100. This pedal speed alone, again, will challenge quite a few of you. If you notice real pro racers, they tend to pedal very quickly, and there's good reason for that. So we're going to practice this fast pedal speed at the 100. At the end of the first 5 minutes, we're going to have a 30-second standing. Then we're going to go 6 minutes sitting with a 1 minute standing, 7 minutes sitting, 2 minutes standing before our first recovery. Right now we're heading up into the hills. Things are starting to get steeper. As you get to these steep hills, a lot of people would just shift down and go into like a granny gear or a really easy to pedal gear. But faster riders that really want to get to the top in a hurry will kind of keep it in a high gear and stand up and just pedal harder for these short, steep sprints. Mountain biking, you'll have a lot of this type of dynamic behavior. Road bikers don't have to stand up quite as much as mountain bikers do to get up steep little punchy climbs. All right, here we go. 4, 3, we're gonna add some resistance and pick our pedal speed up. Here comes our music changing. Now this fast pedal speed really adds to your wattage. So the amount of power that you put out, it's a lot about reps per minute. How many pedal strokes can you make? I've learned that when I pedal slower, I tend to do less wattage, which is less speed than when I pedal fast. So I'll shift down to an easier gear, easier resistance, and pedal faster, which is definitely what we're practicing right now. On screen, our rider is heading across another flat section. You can see there's sort of purplish flowers on the ground, that sagebrush bushes to the side. We're up in the high alpine desert here. We're headed for that mountain range ahead of us called the Book Cliff Mountains.
Let's go.
The setting of our ride today is spring, April. The snow in this area has recently melted. There's been spring showers. The desert is colorful. It's got some green, some purple popping here and there. Temperature is probably around 60 degrees. You got a little breeze in your face. You guys feel the breeze?
Let's go.
If you're cycling indoors and you have the option, definitely use a fan. The fan will play a big role in your comfort. When I go to group spin classes, I like to park myself right in front of the fan, over in the corner or in the back. All right, I'm focusing on this pedal speed. This 100 RPM takes practice. You'll get better and better as you learn to practice here. And what really matters is, for those of you that ride bikes outdoors, as you practice this fast pedal, the indoor setting is the best place to practice it. It's hard to learn new skills outside. But when you're inside and you got nothing else to do but just sit here and focus on technique, focusing on the smooth, fast pedal will ingrain it into your muscle memory, into your instinct. So when you go outdoors, you'll feel better. You'll naturally pedal fast. All right, we're coming up on a water dam here. You can see we're riding across this water dam. That's a drainage dam to help slow down flash floods from the valley floor. We just took a left turn up a trail called Chutes and Ladders. That name will come into play shortly, as you'll see the trail gets really steep up and down. The trail continues to get steeper and steeper as we turn more uphill towards the mountains. We just took that left. We were heading somewhat east. That left has us heading straight north. So we're heading straight for the mountains now. A minute left here before we go to our standing. Now don't be too afraid of the standing effort. Notice the pedal speed is only 70 RPM. That's a somewhat slow pedal. You should feel comfortable there. You'll add a couple gears of resistance, because when you stand up, you don't want to just fall through the pedal stroke. I'm using my Wahoo Kicker Smart Trainer. So I've got my mountain bike installed in the Smart Trainer. This is an electronically controlled with an app trainer where it proactively changes resistance when the changes come. So if you don't have a Smart Trainer, you may need to change the gears on your bike or add or remove resistance, however your particular bike works. All right, here we go, into the standing. 3, 2, 1, add resistance now, and we're standing. You'll be doing over threshold power here. We recommend kind of keeping your chest up, your hips forward, getting relatively straight-legged and tall at the top. You can kind of think about pulling on your handlebars and pushing down on the pedal. All right, back in 3, 2, 1, down. All right, 6 more minutes here. I feel sweat starting to bead on my forehead. Big deep breath, trying to recover from that standing. Now we just turned left, so we're heading west now along the base of the Book Cliffs. Fun little rock jump there, headed into a ravine, popping back out of it. Now for those of you interested, we also make an authentic version of this workout where what you see on screen is what we do. So the intervals are as random as real life itself. So that little section there popping out of the ravine, we would be standing and sprinting. That's not our workout today. So at this point, we're right in the middle of this long series. I've got sweat literally dripping off my eyebrows. My heart rate's up there. Heart rate's 168. Now, each one of you has your own heart rate, your own threshold heart rate. And your threshold heart rate is the heart rate, not your max heart rate, but it's the heart rate that you can put out power and keep putting out power. It's where you can stay for an hour straight. So for me, that's around 168 to 170. So I'm kind of right at my pain zone. Anything harder than this, it starts to drive my body in such a way that I feel like I can't continue. I get that burn in my muscles. Right now I feel pretty good. I'm working hard, breathing hard. Just keeping that pedal. See our rider going up and down these chutes and ladders. Shoulders down and back. Keep your upper body relaxed during these sit and spin moments. Felt myself, my pedal slow. I had to kind of dig into it, keep that beat. Now you might notice the seat post going up and down on that bike. A lot of today's mountain bikes have an adjustable seat post where going uphill, you can push a button and the seat post rises automatically. And for going downhill and cornering, you can push a button and lower the seat post to get it out of your way to give you more space to maneuver around on the bike. In this type of terrain, this undulating up and down, I spend a lot of time moving my seat post around. Sometimes I move my seat post more than I shift. The dirt conditions kind of pack down like concrete with loose dust on the surface. You can see that white strip that we're following. Avoiding the rocks, moving our feet up and down on the pedals to avoid the pedal or your foot clipping into a rock. Ooh, fun little downhill here, catching some air. All right, we're going into a big ravine now. Coming out of this ravine is really difficult. It gets so steep that the dirt loosens. So the dirt is not as kind of like concrete. Concrete, you know, you've got lots of traction. The tires roll smoothly. We're coming up on this big climb. The dirt's gonna get loose, traction's gonna get minimal. We're gonna have to stand up through it. Okay, so right now I'm taking big deep breaths. I'm trying to relax, drop my heart rate if I can. Heart rate's 173. Trying to keep it under control. Here we go. Add some resistance. 3, 2, 1, and up. And once again, we're gonna slow our pedal, but we have more resistance. Trying to keep my chin up, let my air flow. Focus on big deep breaths. Don't worry about how you sound right now, just let it go. Don't hold back the breathing. Try to keep your muscles oxygenated. All right, we're getting close. gonna go back to that same threshold sit. And 3, 2, 1, let resistance down. Move back to sitting. Get that pedal speed up. No recovery here. Oh man, getting to that 100 is hard, I know. All right, there we go, I've got it. I'm feeling good here. My heart rate, 178, I'm above threshold, but I'm gonna lower it while trying to put out power at the same time. This is called active recovery. Still pedaling fast, still putting out power. Here we are at the high point of chutes and ladders. Our rider's gonna grab a drink, grab a snack, have a look around at the scenery. All right, dropping back in. We're gonna finish out on chutes and ladders and take a right on the front side trail. Steep, twisty descent here. It's slick under braking. I'm gonna try to brake in a straight line, then let off the brakes and turn. You've only got traction in one direction. If you try to brake and turn both, that's when you'll slide out. Now I want you to focus on your non-dominant leg. For me, that's my left leg. I try to find that main beat, that main snare drum with my left leg and drive, putting a little bit more emotional energy into my weak leg than my dominant leg. It's easy to push really hard with your dominant leg and kind of kick the cranks over and be lazy with your weak leg. You've got to find tricks to emotionally drive with a little more power through your weak side, so you've got symmetrical pedal strokes. This front side trail is cutting kind of across the base of the mountain, same direction we've been going, which is west. You actually can see some smoke in the distance here, down in the bottom of the valley. It's the farmers are burning their irrigation ditches, getting cleaned up and ready for summer. All right, cruising along here. We're getting close to the upper parking lot. So the trail system has a road going right up through the middle of it with a bunch of camping for families to bring their tents or their RVs. And we ride these trails around the edges. So we're to the upper parking lot. It's a popular shuttle drop off for people driving to the top, riding to the bottom. You'll notice we're not in the mountains. We don't have legit alpine mountains here. So our elevation is not tremendous. We're not going up or downhill all that far. Continuing on front side trail after that small road transfer. Now this part of front side gets a little steeper. We're headed back in a northwest angle. We're getting higher up into the foothills. another drainage, a low point. To the left of us here, right there is a turnoff. You can go left up to a trail called Joe's Ridge. That's really popular. It's a great trail. We want our ride today to be a little bit longer, so we're going to go past it. Keep cruising out on the front side. We're going to take a left down a trail called Zippity Doo Dah. Just as fun as it sounds. All right, turning a little steeper here. Whenever you see switchbacks, you know it's getting steeper. Our rider on screen is standing. We're gonna save our standing for another minute here. Only 45 more seconds before we go to standing. Sweat's dripping off my nose. Once again, I'm trying to get ready for this long standing set. Okay, we go, big deep breath. 5, 3, 2, 1, add resistance. All right, slow it down. Standing here, nice and smooth, not a sprint. You should feel in control here. Try to keep your chest up, good straight back. As you get to the top of that pedal stroke, let your hips kind of straighten out like you're standing tall. Like fun, this downhill here. Leaning far, trying to get the tires to bite on those corner knobs. All right, I feel the burn now. We've got a minute to go. You can do it, stay with me. Keep that beat. Big deep breaths. Keep driving, I know it hurts. This is a long time to be standing. Stick that belly button out towards the handlebars, butt back. Keep the power on. Big deep breath. 10 more seconds, keep the beat, don't slow down. 5, 4, 3, here comes the recovery. 2, 1, and down. Woo. All right. Let off almost fully. Now, we're recovering on purpose. This is an important concept. Let off the resistance, slow your pedal, catch your breath, towel off, get a drink. Got some tailwind nutrition in my water here. It's a calorie and energy drink, but it actually allows you to drink your calories to give your body nutrition as you work out. It's mostly for, you know, more long endurance, all day type work, or when you're out for, you know, more than an hour, 2 or 3 hours. It allows you to quickly and easily take on electrolytes, salt, as well as calories to keep your body going. So we just turned left down on Zippity Doodah. We're headed straight down this beautiful ridge line. We're headed south now, straight towards the valley floor. Getting ready for our second series. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 2, 1. All right, adding resistance. Pedaling up to speed. You can see this ridge line is somewhat narrow. It's pretty steep on both sides. Coming up on an old fence line. Careful here, we're gonna take a sharp left. Careful, don't turn right. Keep turning left, lean that bike. Outside foot down, lean the handlebars to the left. There you go. All right, cruising down. Yeah, catching some air there. Now we're coming up on, we're gonna go up and over those lumpy mounds in front of us. This is actually a really steep climb here. And the authentic version, this is a level 10 out of 10 climb. In our cross-country workout, we're just cruising along. All right, we're coming up on this big left-hander. It gets steep here, steep and chattery. What you probably can't see is how rough that braking zone is with braking bumps. It's like dirt road chatter bumps, but like way harder. It's kind of hard to see on screen what it feels like in the handlebars. Now, Zippity Doodah Trail goes straight right here. You can see it in the distance. Here comes a fun little rock jump, boom. All right, we're gonna take a left off of Zippity onto this road transfer over to the Mojo's Trail. Reminding myself of good form. Good form is sort of rounding my back like this, like a hunched over road biker. I'm gonna try to fold my hips, get my belly button forward and my chest up. Drive through my heel. Try to engage the glute and hamstring. Cross-country workouts have these long sets in the same position. It's true, they're a little less exciting than the power workouts, man, your body needs this. So just get into the cardio zone and just stay there for a long period of time. It's a different energy system that your body's using now. You've probably heard of base miles, and many riders spend hours in the early season just doing base miles, which are relatively low intensity, long intervals, building their endurance energy system before they taper up and start adding power. Now we just took a ride off that road onto the Mojo's trail. You can see this trail has man-made jumps and berms. It's really fun. Almost everything here is safe. So an average rider can ride down this trail. You can be a beginner and still have fun here. There's go-arounds for the big jumps. Most jumps are really safe. Now we're gonna stand up, slow that pedal speed. Breathe deeply. Try to keep that chest up. Focus on your weak leg. Heart rate's spiking a little bit. Again, I was 170, coming up to 173. And 2, 1, back down. All right, get that pedal speed back up. Lowering resistance. All right, now we're having fun down in this ravine, jumping back and forth. Big tabletops in here. We're gonna pop out into this rock garden. You gotta look ahead, keep your pedals high. Let the bike kind of be loose underneath you as it rolls over all the rocks. Fun little rock drop right there. Of course, there's a go around for it. Driving for that speed, aiming for that beat. Four minutes to go. We're nearing the end of Mojo's. We've got one big jump here at the end. Pedal up for it. Woo! There you go.
Go.
All right, now we're deep in the workout. I'm hoping at this point you're feeling limber, you're feeling loose. Feels like your joints are lubricated, your knees, hips, ankles. Your breath is coming freely in big gasps. Working our way back up towards the bottom parking lot. All right, 3 minutes to go. I know this is taking forever. Here we are at the lot. There's some friends. What's up, guys? Give them a wave. Now we're crossing back over to that same entrance point that we started the day on. Now this time, instead of going out on vegetarian trail, we're going to take a left up prime cut. Now prime cut is an uphill only trail. It being one direction is somewhat new. It used to be two directions, but this trail network is so popular that there were, some people running into each other. So they turned this into an uphill only. And some of the technical downhills that you would never want to go up anyways are downhill only. So pay attention if you come ride these trails to the direction of traffic flow. Now prime cut is going to go up this big drainage. It's sort of a dried up creek bed, if you will. Beds get filled with tumbleweeds from the winds. All right, less than a minute to go here. I'm starting to think about that 1 minute standing.
Go.
Focusing on keeping that speed. Find that beat with my left foot. All right, here we go to that standing. Add resistance early. 3, 2, 1, add up. Pedal's gonna slow naturally. Focusing on managing my body right now. Trying not to let myself blow out. Shoulders down and back, tall. All my weight's on my feet. Driving through my heel. Focusing on my weak leg. Here we go. Getting close. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Resistance down. All right, sit back down. Get that pedal speed up. I gotta towel off. Going up, prime cut here. Got a couple rocks to climb over. Mostly the trail is smooth. Winding back and forth. Here's another pond. We're going to climb up the dam. This collects water for the animals in the region. All right, now we're to the top of it. It flattens out. We're heading all the way back to the top again, all the way back up towards chutes and ladders where we started. except this time we're taking a shortcut. We're going straight up the gut, straight towards the mountains, due north.
Go.
Section's long, focusing on my pedal speed, keeping my power out. All right, we've got another rider on trail. Now to catch someone or to go faster than somebody, it's not one big output of power. It's doing a lot of little things right. So right now in these boring sections, you've got to try to find some motivation. Think about your friend. Think about your friend that always beats you. And you want to keep up with them, or you want to beat them today. Let's catch him. We're going to go up and over the rock instead of around it. We're going to lean the bike in the corners. Use the brakes less. Put out a little bit more power, not too much. If you put out too much power, you'll wear yourself out too quickly. Just gonna do little bits. Keep that pedal stroke fast. If your legs start to burn, shift down to an easier gear and pedal faster. That's the trick to it. Closer now, getting up high. I'm having to focus on lifting my chin, breathe heavy, breathe efficiently. Constantly thinking about that weak leg. I get lazy when I stop thinking about it and I start driving with just my dominant leg. All right, we're right on him now. Go on to PBR. PBR, the famous drink, is also a trail name standing for pumps, berms, and rollers in this case, instead of the blue ribbon. Now we've got a transfer here. We turn to the right, we're headed east, transferring along the base of where we came in earlier on sheets and ladders. Kind of flattens out here, we're just traversing. All All right, now we're gonna take a right, headed down PBR. This is, I don't know if it's black diamond, but it's downhill only. Once again, it's man-made jumps and bumps and berms. You see some double jumps, step downs, step ups coming up. All right, here we go for this 2-minute standing. Add resistance early. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and up. All right, this is a little more what it feels like to be going down PBR. You're standing, soaking up the bumps with your legs. Your quads are burning. Try to be smooth here. Get comfortable, engage your core. Drive through your heels, engage those glutes. Less than a minute left. Oh man, it starts to burn. Trying to keep my weight on my feet. Come on, you guys, big recovery after this. Stay with it. Keep that speed up. 15 more seconds. Do what you have to do. Dig deep. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recovery. Woo! Good effort. Once again, this recovery, do what you have to do to drop your heart rate, get your breathing under control. I don't care if you have to stop pedaling, lay down, take a nap, whatever you need to do. Try to get control of yourself. We're looking for quality reps here. I want slow pedals, easy resistance. I'm gonna stop pedaling, drop my heels, push my butt back, maybe feel a little stretch, changing feet positions, dropping my heels again, dropping my chest down. Let's get a drink here. I enjoy having some type of flavor in my water. I drink water a lot, but I also use water flavoring a lot because I drink more when I enjoy the flavor of, you know, some berry or lemon lime. All right, now we've got a level 9, 30-second sprint. This is gonna be a little different because you're not burnt out going into it. I want you to have a little more power, a little more energy in the tanks. When we go into this level 9, it's gonna be higher resistance. So you're gonna add another gear or two in resistance, as well as pedal a little faster. Here we go, add that resistance, and we're pedaling to an 80 RPM this time. 80 RPM standing. Starts to feel a little bit frantic. We just finished the PBR trail. We're back out on the Kessel Run transfer. Coming up out of that big drainage, that big ravine. 3, 2, 1, recover, 30 seconds. All right, once again, I feel that lactic acid, that burn in my legs right now. I'm gonna keep pedaling easily and slowly. Let the lactic acid flush out. Okay, here we go for another one. Coming up in 10. All right, adding resistance early. Exact same thing, level 9 for 30, 80 RPM, and go. This is more like weightlifting, digging into your deeper muscles, not so much on your cardio system. You might have to pull on the handlebars, drive your legs through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, these sprints like this, you want to be putting more pressure against the pedals than you can generate with body weight alone. So that means grabbing the handlebars and pulling as you drive forward with your leg. All right, here we go. 5. Add resistance early. 3, 2, 1, and up. Stay strong through this one. We get a nice cool down at the end of it. Give it all you've got. Good form, chest up. Come on, come on, come on, push, 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 push. 3, 2, 1, and down. Woo! All right. Cruising down this trail. This trail is called Kessel Run. As we continue to pedal for this cool down. Kessel Run might be the trail that made Fruita famous. This goes down a very mild drainage, twisting and turning using natural berms of the landscape. There's hardly any rocks, it's really smooth, it's very worn in, very packed, lots of traction. We've got a little climb out of the ravine, back up towards the parking lot. Remember, we're continuing to pedal slowly. It'll make you want to quit. I always just want to quit. I just want to stop pedaling. But similar to warm up, cooling down is an important part of the process. You've got to trust the pros. And as you cool down, let the lactic acid flush out of your muscles. You'll feel that burn go away. It'll help you recover as well as build stronger muscles for the next time you work out. I encourage you to cool down even longer than what we've got to do in this video. Please stretch after you warmed up. It's a great time to stretch once you've got your blood flowing and your muscles are all warmed up. I also encourage you to maybe consider doing some extra weight work, doing some strength training after your spin class. Again, thank you to our sponsors. Toei Adventure Tow Bungees, get to the top together, go on larger rides together, have fun, shred down together, the most important part. Rider Eric Landis, custom music. Thank you guys for your time. Give yourselves a round of applause. Nice work, wonderful. See you next time.